Welcome to Part 4. This video will introduce the stakeholder consultation process for SDG 651 reporting. The main aim of the stakeholder consultation process is to make the survey a more robust and useful national instrument for IWRM planning and implementation. This supports efforts for working towards Target 6.5. The National Focal Point coordinates inputs from colleagues and other stakeholders to complete the survey. The focal points are responsible for planning and managing a process that is appropriate in the national context. In the next 4 slides, we'll touch on 4 considerations in planning the consultations. These are the potential stakeholder groups, options for sequencing your engagement with them, some different formats for stakeholder consultation, and some best practices. Potential stakeholder groups will of course include authorities from within the main ministry responsible for water resources management, as well as those from other ministries such as agriculture, energy, environment and finance. And this may include the national level through to lower levels of government. Basin and aquifer level organisations are clearly important in the context of water and land management. And there will be a number of other stakeholder groups which we encourage you to reach out to. Some stakeholder groups may have inputs to all questions, while others may only have inputs to certain questions. The aim is to be as consultative as you can be, considering the resources and time available. Broadly speaking, there are 2 approaches to developing a consolidated survey, but you're likely to use a combination of both. In the series approach, consecutive drafts can be developed with different stakeholder groups, and the drafts are refined each time based on stakeholder inputs. In the parallel approach, you can get different stakeholder groups to fill out a blank survey and then analyze the responses. Then you can bring stakeholder groups together to reach consensus. And as a final step, you should of course follow your national procedures for official sign-off before final submission. The extent and means of stakeholder engagement is up to you. These can be in-person or online consultations or a hybrid mixture of both. Other options could include consultations via email, phone or dedicated webinars. These considerations all need to take into account your available resources and time. For the 2023 reporting round, there is a new online survey tool available. The online survey can be shared with relevant stakeholders in advance of the consultation, with the results sent directly to the national focal point. The online survey tool cannot, however, be used for the official submission of the survey, as this should be done in Microsoft Word format. There is more information on how to use the online survey tool in the Stakeholder Consultation Manual. And finally, here are some best practices that you should consider when planning your national stakeholder consultations. Inclusion. A broad range of stakeholders should be invited to take part in the consultations. Procedural fairness, which is ensuring that all participants are given space and time to voice their opinion in the consultation. Agreement by consensus. It's important that everyone is given the opportunity to speak, offer criticism, and bring new arguments or information into the discussions in a conducive environment. And transparency. Information should be made publicly available and should allow all relevant stakeholders to have access to information before the consultation, as well as access to a detailed account of the discussions held and results agreed. For more information and tips, make sure to read the Stakeholder Consultation Manual. There are several optional supporting materials available for the stakeholder consultation process, in addition to the monitoring guide. The Stakeholder Consultation Manual provides further information and guidance on suggested stakeholder consultation processes. It also includes annexes covering the online IWRM survey tool, an example workshop agenda, optional consultation reporting template, and example terms of reference for a facilitator. The country results summaries are 2-page visual summaries of results from 2017 and 2020 per country. These are available for download in multiple languages from the IWRM data portal. The Facilitators Training course is an optional, self-paced, free online course with an expected commitment of 4 to 6 hours. It's available in English, French, or Spanish. The course is available to anyone interested in organising a multi-stakeholder consultation process on SDG Indicator 651 and helps them to fully understand what the indicator is, how it is calculated, as well as both the importance of involving multiple stakeholders and the practical means of doing so. Finally, the support package is available on request for those countries receiving technical or financial support through the SDG 6 IWRM support program, which we'll explain in the next video.